with the Raptors.
Exactly. So yeah, and along the Raptors, wow, they've had a summer of change. Let's put it that way.
Kyle Lowry for with Miami.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I got mixed feelings about that. Like I believe that he would end his career as a Raptor, but the 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 more like the stuff he's done for the Raptors, he's basically the greatest Raptor of all time. He's done so much for the city, for the team, that I think, like, when you think about it, like, you feel like, okay, he's deserved that right to, like, where he wants to play. And obviously Miami, like, that's a nice, like, his buddies there, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
So they're friends. So I mean, it's a nice weather. It doesn't get like here. So I mean, it's like you can't really fault him.
Plus, they have a greater chance of winning the championship compared to the Raptors.
Exactly. We're at a lower stage in our development.
Yeah, we're not like rebuilding exactly. We're in the middle of like a serious playoff contender and in rebuilding stage. So,
yeah, you know why? Because they didn't lose everybody, right? They didn't lose everybody, and they still have a few guys from that team that won in 2019. We forget it was only 2 years ago they won. Look at the change, and they still have a few guys from that team, so it's not a total rebuild. So it's like, obviously they still have that, like, some of those guys that can play at that level. Van
Pascal,
Vliet, Siakam, OG. So they still have some guys that can play at that level, plus mixed in with some other guys. Obviously, we lost experience, but if anything, I think that we gained youth, because some of the guys that we lost were older. Powell was
a younger team.
Exactly, younger team. Fred is still young. I think he's like 26 or something. Fred VanVleet. I think Pascal, same thing. OG, it's a younger team, But I mean, for me, what gives me the most promise is Masai Ujiri staying, man. That guy is basically the reason we won.
That's the move of the summer, basically.
Right? Like, because for a long time, if you notice, I don't know if you realize, his, like, status for if he was staying with the Raptors or not was in question.
Oh yeah, I heard like the rumors that the Knicks wanted him and so forth. So yeah, it's a good thing that they signed him on a long-term contract.
Yeah, not just that. Like, he was also being very quiet with his, like, future. Like, he wasn't, like, saying, like, I'm gonna stay here. Like, you know what I mean? He was like, I'll consider my options.
Yeah.
So, like, when someone says that, you don't know if they're gonna stay. So, like, the fact that he is, it's like it's just adds to the belief that this team will get back to that status, that championship status.
Yeah.
So basically, what the Raptors are going through right now is a retool. That's the proper term.
Yeah, a retool.
Yeah. So they got OG, they got Fred, they got some new guys. Scott Barnes, Flynn,
Delano. The local Toronto guy. What's his name?
Was it Delano?
Delano.
Yeah, Banton. Yeah, he's from here, man. He grew up.
Toronto bred.
Yeah, so it's like, obviously, to have someone like that, he's gonna give his hardest.
Oh yeah.
Basically, what I've read from everything is that the Raptors have too much talent to rebuild. So it's a retool. So as quoting Masai Ujiri, what he said recently was, "We are not a team of now. There are going to be growing pains. Trust me. Sometimes it's going to be tough to watch, but we know what's coming. We have the young talent." And I told you, like, when you hear that, you just really believe, like, he's gonna build this up again.
Yeah, fans have to be patient. Yeah, like he said, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs this season. As majority of the team is I think this is like the first or second season in the league. So
right, yeah,
to give them a chance to grow and develop.
Yeah, there's going to be growing pains. It's like it's like, obviously they spent last year in Tampa Bay. It's weird, right? You didn't play in Toronto.
Oh yeah,
so it's like they gotta get used to here again too, right?
Home support, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like,
home support.
Not like Tampa Bay Raptors. I was seeing that going around before too, right? Yeah. But I honestly think people really believe that with him here, that maybe they won't be back to, like, contention, like, right away or to championship, but, like, maybe in a few years, 2-3 years, like, why not, right?
Oh yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, what I admire most is that Masai has so much love for here. Basically, quoting him, "Toronto's become home for me. There's something about Toronto and Canada that's special. Gives me a platform to speak and represent, and is a unique space." And he, like, he said a lot there, not just to, like, basketball, but a lot of people that come here, right? They feel that way.
Oh yeah,
and they see it for what it is.
City. Overall, like a friendly city. What is it? Yeah, people from interacting with different cultures.
Modern
You're not
city,
really like pardon?
modern city as well.
Mountain part basically.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Honestly, I honestly believe the Raptors are going to be elite and back to the championship. I would say if I were to make a prediction, I'm going to say in 2 or 3 years. What do you think?
Yeah, I think around that window, unless there are any major changes. Like no one knew that was it Kawhi is going to sign. Was it 2 years ago? Or yeah, when he came, that was just
True, right?
totally out of the blue. So we just need like one or two major trades, and I think we'll be up and running again.
Basically, we
Challenging for the actual championship.
like you said, basically we need the guys on the roster now to get a little more experience, to get a little more season, be a little more like savvy of how the NBA works.
Yeah.
And then acquire some like superstar talent. Maybe even one or two. Or not two would be nice. One. And that would I think propel us to a different level, you know?
Plus you still have the guys developing. I think Pascal Siakam can reach another level.
Oh, definitely.
Same with Fred VanVleet.
He didn't play that well last year, actually. I think last year was like a down year. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? But for me, I'm gonna say this. Last year was like a total write-off for them, man.
Yeah.
You're playing away from home. You're playing like somewhere random. Like it's not even your fans. Like COVID. You know, it's I don't know. I guess you can give the excuse for every team, but like I think for Raptors were the only team that couldn't play here. You know what I'm saying? It's not like who won last year?
Was it? Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, Milwaukee. So I bet you, I'm willing to guess that Milwaukee would not have been as successful if they didn't have the support from their fans.